इसके पहले के वीडियो में मैं कैबिनेट मिशन पर अपना वीडियो आपके सामने रखा था। बीए पार्ट 1 सेकेंड सेमेस्टर के विद्यार्थियों जिनका विषय नेशनल मूवमेंट है, इधर व्यस्तता के कारण उस कैबिनेट मिशन को मैं पूरा नहीं कर पाया। आज मैं कैबिनेट मिशन को पूरा करने का प्रयास करूंगा। इसके पहले मैंने जो वीडियो आपको डाला था उसके बाद मैं कैबिनेट मिशन पर बात करना चाहता हूं। There arose difficulty concerning the formation of interim government as well. The Congress rejected the offer made by Lord Wavell to form an interim government on the basis of parity between the Hindus, including the scheduled caste and Muslim League. The attempt of Muslim League to form the interim government, excluding the Congress, was not acceptable to the government. On 2nd July, Lord Wavell put up a new proposal before the League and the Congress of 14. He proposed the formation of a national government consisting of 14 members, 6 representing the Congress, including the representative of the scheduled caste, and 5 representing the Muslim League. The Congress could nominate nationalist Muslim within its quota. The Congress accepted this proposal, but the Muslim League insists on the Congress League parity. Lord Wavell thereafter invited Jawaharlal Nehru to form the ministry, and the interim government was formed under his leadership on September 2, 1946. In protest, the League organized the Direct Action Day on 16th August 1946. It resulted in serious Hindu-Muslim riots all over India. The situation became grave in the Muslim majority provinces, particularly in Punjab and Bengal. Lord Wavell continued his effort to bring Muslim League in the cabinet. The League, in its own interest, then decided to join the government. 5 members of the interim government therefore decided to join. 5 members of interim government therefore resigned to accommodate the member of the League who joined the cabinet on October 25, 1946. But the inclusion of the member of the Muslim League weakened the interim government further. The member of the League, instead of being cooperative with their colleagues, pursued the policy of disrupting the functioning of the government. Its worst result was enhancement of communal frenzy, riots, destruction of life, honor and property of lakhs of innocent people. The conditions simply become deplorable. The interim government failed to control it. On February 20, 1947, Mr. Attlee announced in the House of the Commons that the British government shall leave India in every case by not later than June 1948. Very soon Lord Wavell was recalled. The Lord Mountbatten was deputed as a Viceroy of India, who arrived here at the end of the March 1947. He started negotiation with the Indian leader with a view to bringing about the solution of Indian problem agreeable to all political parties. He came to the conclusion that compromise between the League and the Congress could not be possible on the basis of United India. Therefore, he worked on principles of the partition of India, which could be agreed upon both by Congress and the League. He formed the certain broad principle of patronizing the country, of which the Congress and the League expressed their willingness to compromise. He went to Britain in May 1947 to obtain the consent of the British government to the proposed leading of the partition of India. After this return, he again consulted the leaders of Congress and Muslim League on the detail of the partition, and when they agreed to it, he declared his plan publicly on June 3, 1947. He has been called the Mountbatten Plan or June Plan. By this plan, Punjab, Bengal, Sindh, Balochistan, NWA province, not Muslim majority district, Sylhet, Assam, were given to right to decide whether or not to remain in Indian Union. The Hindu majority districts Bengal and Punjab were also given to right. The native status were given the option to accede either Pakistan or Indian Union. The Mountbatten plan proposing the partition of India was accepted by both the Muslim League and Congress. The British government also agreed to it and accordingly passed the Indian Independence Act 1947, which created two independent states in which subcontinent, with Indian Union and Pakistan, August 15, 1947. Point to be remembered, dear student of BA Part 1 second semester, who is learning national movement, you should be point to be remembered. Many Congress felt the necessity of the understanding with the Muslim League. Second, C. Gopalachari put up this formula for the same purpose. 3. The formula proposed for the formation of interim government jointly by the Congress and the League, Muslim dominated area to decide for separation by the plebiscite after the war, agreeable of the defense, communication etc. If separation was decided and transfer of population on voluntary basis, but it was rejected by the Jinnah. Wavell Plan was announced in June 1945, which proposed the interim government consisting of both Hindu and Muslim, except defense. All other subjects would be handed over to the Indians. Only Viceroy and Commander-in-Chief would be free from the control of the ministers. And the framework of the Act 1935 would continue till the new constitution was framed after the war. The conference was called at Simla and discussed the plan, but it failed because the League did not agree for the inclusion of any Muslim in interim government as representative of the Congress. 6. Labour government was formed in Britain in 1945 and the India while the Congress got overwhelming majority. The League was largely successful in the winning Muslim League seats. In March 1946, Cabinet mission came to India and proposed a federal government including native state to look after defense, foreign affairs and communication. Residency power would be with the province. Communal question would be decided by the majority of representative communities. Right was given to province to change their constitution. After 10 years, the Constituent Assembly would be formed as an interim government would be formed. British paramountcy over the native state would lapse and the treaty would be signed with Britain. The Constituent Assembly was formed within the Congress got good majority. 9. The Muslim League abstained from the participating in the activities demanded parity with the Congress government. Pandit Nehru formed the interim government in September while the League organized the Direct Action Day in 16th August 1946, which resulted in widespread Hindu-Muslim riot. League joined the interim government in October, which further weakened it. Attlee announced that every case Britain would leave India by June 1948. Lord Mountbatten came to India in March 1947 and proposed his June plan, which was accepted by the Congress and League, resulting the partition of India. On 15th August 1947, India was partitioned and two independent states emerged on the subcontinent, India, Indian Union and Pakistan. Causes which helped India in gaining independence. India was patronized by two independent states. India was partitioned by two independent states, while India and Pakistan came into existence in the subcontinent on August 15, 1947. It was historical achievement for the Indian National Congress, which was established in 1885 and which was undertaken to task consolidating the national forces by gradual process and focused on the complete independence as its goal. There is no doubt that one cause which led to independence of India was the struggle of Congress against the British rule, but the several other factors also contributed to the achievement of independence of India. These can be enumerated as follows. Ever-growing strength of national movement under the guidance of Congress. First, the moderates and the extremists in their own respective ways strengthened the national movement. Then Gandhi's non-cooperation, civil disobedience and Quiet India movement transformed the national movement into mass movement. The First World War and then the Second World War, in their own way, imparted strength to the movement for the independence of India. Then finally, the mass movement during 1945 to 1946, particularly the movement against the trial of INA officers, convinced the British government that it could no more keep India under the heel and therefore decided to quit. Thus, the national movement under the guidance of the Congress and even beyond was responsible for the independence of India. B. The revolutionary movement of India. It would be wrong to assume that the national movement under the guidance of the Gandhi fought by non-violent means alone strengthened the nationalist forces. It is equally correct to say that Indian nationalist revolutionary also had a share in strengthening the Indian national movement leading to independence of India. The revolutionary movement ran parallel to national movement sustained under the guidance of the Congress and certainly helped the gaining independence of India. The sacrifices of the host revolutionary like Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, M.L. Dhingra, Chandrasekhar Azad, etc. did not go in vain. Even in the Quit India movement, 1942, the formation and activities of Indian National Army and the naval mutiny in 1946 were important elements of the national revolutionary movement in the India. In this certainly played decisive role achieving the India independence. See, weak position of Britain after the Second World War. Britain was reduced to the position of the third world power after the Second World War. Its economy and military muscles were shattered, and it was no position to keep India under the heel. More than that, it lost the moral of keep India under the rule by force against the rising nationalism. In 1945 to 46, Michael Brecher remarked, the weakness of Britain was so strong a factor of favor of India that the transfer of power could not have been postponed even in the conservatives had returned to office in 1945. Thus the weakness of Britain after the Second World War helped the gaining the independence of India. D. Strengthening the nationalism almost of every part of Asia. By the beginning of 20th century, the spirit of nationalism and the desire to get rid of imperialism of European power and engulfed practically every country of Asia. The movement of Turkey, China, several Southeast Asian countries, etc., were its glaring example. India was no exception. Rather, India took leading part in it. The force of Britain to reconcile itself within the idea of Indian independence. E. British public opinion. Gradually, the British public opinion also favored the idea of Britain granting freedom to India voluntarily because it would help the Britain maintain good relation with India. Afterwards, the Liberals and the Labour Party felt that free and friendly India would be an asset to Britain. The British public opinion favorably responded to their view, and that was one of the cause of success of the Labour Party in election 1945. The favor of British public opinion helped India in attaining independence. F. International pressure on Britain, USA and China favored the granting independence to India. Both the exerted pressure to Britain during the course of Second World War, the USA, which had emerged the first world power after the war, exercised the further pressure on Britain for it. Britain could not resist the pressure of USA, and long particularly when the Cold War between the USA and European powers on the one hand and communist USSR on the other hand began. G. Formation of Labour government in Britain after the Second World War. In the general election held Britain in 1945, Labour Party won and formed the government. The Labour Party was always sympathetic towards the demand of Indians, and in those circumstances decided to transfer of power of Indians. Therefore, the Labour Party certainly hastened the process of gaining the independence in India. Thus, the several factors contributed to India gaining the independence in 1947. Ever-growing strength of national movement under the guidance of the Congress, revolutionary movement in India, weak position of Britain and the Second World War, strengthening the nationalism among every part of the Asia. British public opinion, international pressure of Britain, and the formation of the Labour government, the Britain helped the gaining the independence of India. This is the material. This is my lecture on cabinet mission plan. Okay. My next video tomorrow on other topics. Thank you very much.